Hello guys, my name is Goodlet and today we are playing the Mythical Fairy Guardians for the first time. Now, I have been doing some running around trying to understand the game, and I'm basically here to help answer a lot of the questions you may or may not have and give my review of the game so far at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, you may be wondering how to start up the next quest, because when you go to talk to the queen, she basically says that you require 2 keys to start any of the character trials that you see that she can give, and as you can see, there are 0 keys over here. So, I guess one of the methods that you can find these keys is all over the map. There are chests scattered. Now, I could be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt, if I can speak correctly again. But supposedly from these chests, you can find keys if you're lucky. Whether that's true or not, not 100% true, but I'll keep searching and trying until I get a key, and I'll update you guys if that information turns out to be wrong or right. But anyways, let's move on to the next thing, which is how do you level up in this game? Like, how do you get to level 2 so you can start on more things? Well, I'll answer that. If you click on the calendar symbol right above the kitty with fairy wings, and you click daily quests, you can see mini games that will give you fairy dust, and this fairy dust will help you level up. But so far, I found that the best method of leveling up and getting currency is if you go to Smart Root Library. So, once you finish teleporting to Smart Root Library, you're going to go ahead and you're going to head up these stairs here that take you all the way up to the 2nd floor. And once you get to the top of the stairs here, you will see a door. Once you go through the door, you will find the librarian, and basically you can start a mini game by holding down click, and then you click yes, and then you start a mini game. What I do is I just stand in one place where the books are falling the most, and you spam collect on them as fast as you can. So you need 20 books to get the score, and there are not many falling over here. There usually are. But once you collect 20 books before the timer runs out, it will give you 800 opals, and I didn't see how much fairy dust it gives you, but it leveled me up quite fast, so it got me to level 4 already. And also, if you want a tip on how to fly, just press F, and your character will start to fly. Some people find this easier to do the collect book mini game. I find it makes it harder and easier. It just depends on what type of player you are. But that's how you fly and earn some currency and XP. There are other ways too, like there is a potion mini game and a hit the target mini game. But so far I find out that the librarian is the best way for me so far. So we now move on to another big question. How do you get Victoria, the character that I'm currently playing? Well, if you click the symbol under the map that look like wispy stars, you can stargaze. It costs opal currency, the stuff that you can earn from the mini games like what I just played, and you stargaze, and you do this until you get the character. Now, how many pulls does it take to get her, usually? For me, I had to do a bit over 86 pulls. That sounds like a lot, but if you keep doing the librarian thing, you'll actually get it quite quickly. I was surprised at how quickly I got her too, which was incredibly nice, but I believe the pulls will be different for everybody. But I don't think it should be anywhere over 100. So that brings me to what do I think of the game so far? So far, I absolutely love the game. I am having an absolute blast. I've been doing all the mini games. I haven't done a quest yet, but I'm really curious to know how. But just by the few hours that I've played this game so far, I've been having an absolute blast. The graphics and scenery are amazing. I love the character designs, and Victoria is by far my favorite character design. However, I would like to pull out, I do think there should be something to tell you on average how many pulls you have to do to get the characters. Like, have an indication down below that says something along the lines of, oh, do at least 80 pulls to get this character, or maybe it's not a specific number, then maybe say, oh, do random amounts of pulls and have a lucky chance at getting the character. Because I don't know the average to getting a character yet, even after doing pulls myself. Of course, this game is still in beta, so there might be some stuff that still needs to be added. There is another thing that gets me is the potion mixing room. When you go to the mini game and you click interact, when you click on something, it doesn't give any indication if you've already clicked it or not. You just have to keep clicking the right things and hope that you clicked the right buttons, or you'll fail just like that. It would be nice if there was like a little light up indication down there to tell you that you've clicked the item. I don't know if there's supposed to be and it's just glitched, or if this is just supposed to be a part of the challenge and I don't understand. But that was just a small thing I had to say about this minigame. Other than that, it's a pretty fun little minigame to do, and it's a good time passer. Another thing I didn't quite understand when getting into this game is that you have to collect keys and you are not told how to collect keys. It would be nice if there was at least a little hint on how to collect keys. I don't know if there already was and I just missed it, but I'm still kind of lost on it, and I don't even know if finding chests is the right way to collect keys yet. I've just had to solely rely on asking players that have already been playing this game for quite some time now and have figured it out on their own. But other than that, I would have to say that I absolutely love the game so far. Like I said, this has far exceeded my expectations, and I think that this is even better than the Mythical Fairy Guardians. Like I said, I'm not trying to trample on the Mythical Fairy Guardians. The reason why I think it's better is because this is something unique and original that comes straight from the creator's heart. It's something that came based off of their own imagination, in their own time, and their own storyline, their own character ideas. Everything that's come from them so far is completely original here, with some references and inspiration to Winx and Melanie Martinez, of course, but other than that, everything here is pretty much its own original creation, created from the ground up, and I really deeply appreciate that. I also thank you for the fact that I've gotten a Game Pass refund, though I am missing one Game Pass refund that's supposed to be here already but isn't. I'm extremely happy with everything I've experienced so far, and so far I have to say, I really look forward to more Mythical Fairy Guardians and what updates come out in the future. And though I highly doubt Matt Crystal would see my video, there is one big burning question that I'd love to ask if Matt ever saw this, and that is, will character customization ever be added? I know that was vaguely mentioned way in the past, and it's still way too early to add that since this game is super new, but I've always wondered if that idea was canned or kept in mind. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the long video, and I'll see you guys again in the future.